Hi all, it's Emily Rand with ESPN Esports, and I'm happy to be joined by the Dallas Empire's Shotzzy, who is one of our MVP candidates for this first season of Call of Duty League. So first of all, congratulations on being an MVP candidate in your first official pro season in COD.
Thank you.
What was it like making the transition over from, I mean, I know you've been asked this a ton, but like making the transition over from Halo to COD?
Yeah. So the transition from Halo to COD, I've always played COD from, back in the day, but never played it competitively. But I've always, had the feeling of, I guess I like COD basically, but I've always stuck to Halo.
Mhm.
And yeah, so the transition was really different because, in Halo, you have a lot of health compared to Call of Duty. So that was like the biggest change, to be honest. And then obviously the different game modes that Halo and COD has. But I mean, to be honest, the transition has been like really smooth. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to be that smooth because the games are just two different games. And but yeah, I think the smooth has been going good so far.
Yeah, I was gonna say outside of launch weekends, you've had like seemingly no issue whatsoever with adapting to Call of Duty. So, um, how much do you think that launch weekend affected like the perception of you and the Dallas Empire initially? And do you feel like you've finally overcome that throughout the season?
Yeah. So in the beginning of the launch weekend, the understanding of the game was like there, but like it wasn't at the same time. Like I understood the game fully, but I didn't understand it as much as my teammates did. And I feel like, in the launch weekend, obviously with the rules and all that stuff, like it wasn't in my favor. I didn't, feel comfortable. That's why we made the rule switch after that event. But,
Mhm.
after that event, I feel like I grew from that event. And, I started to, I mean, obviously our coach, Ray, helped us a lot, or me, I should say. He's helped me with, understanding the game more, how to value my life, all that good stuff. And I feel like once we bring him on board, you started to see like a lot of impactful plays on the map that I didn't usually do on the launch weekend. But yeah, I feel like the role switch honestly helped me a lot after launch weekend.
And then, like you mentioned, Ray, but also this team itself is specifically designed so that there's kind of the young group and then the veterans, like bringing you guys up and working together as an entire team. So, describe the team dynamic of the Dallas Empire and what's been able to make you guys so successful across the season.
I think what makes us so like or successful and consistent is that when we practice, we take it very seriously. And if we ever, even if we lose or even if we win maps by if we blow out teams by 100 points and like we see one wrong play, Porter and Clay always call us out for it. And I think that is what brings, or that's what like the difference is between teams, is that those small mistakes might not seem big, but if you're able to clean up those mistakes and not make any mistakes during any games, I think that's what our consistency comes from different teams.
And how you guys prepping for champs going forward?
Same as every other event, to be honest. Or I
Mhm.
mean, well, because every single week we usually play 2 scrims a day, and we usually take Sundays off. But going up to champs, we're not going to be taking Sunday off, so it's at least 2 scrims a day, and then if we get to fill in the third one, then we usually do. But yeah, but for the whole week, it's usually 2 scrims a day.
So, like, what do you think you've done the most for your team across the entire year?
I'd say individually, I've done for the most for the team is just putting in the hours. To be honest, and in Halo, it was I played for fun and like I was really good at the game, but I feel like in this game I take it so seriously to the point where like I think I had to play 7+ hours a day to maintain my individual skill and just be really good for my team.
And then if I'm an MVP voter, if I'm in charge of picking the MVP, convince me. Why should I vote for you?
Um, yeah, I guess you should vote for me because from the start of the year to now, I mean, obviously there's a really big difference, and the reason being is because my desire to compete and the motivation after the launch weekend that it was just such a bad launch weekend. I put in the hours. I did so many things to get up to this level, and I think that I deserve the vote.
All right. Well, thank you so much. All the best to you and the Empire at Champs coming up. And for more Call of Duty League coverage, keep it here on ESPN Esports.